glasses. Okay, hi everybody. Oops, I always forget. Gotta go here. There we go. Hello, we are a few minutes late. We had, hello everybody. Sorry, we are a few minutes late. Um, we are, um, we had a lot to talk about this morning, Mr. Bill and me. And so I'm just about to start with. I wanted the topic for today is be your own visionary. And somebody who's texting me asking if they want to come on to the podcast. So, okay, that's it. I'm done. Oh, I forgot to put this on airplane mode. There we go. That should resolve this. And there's this one other thing, which is making sure this phone does not ring. That would be right now. This was not right. I did this badly. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes these new, like all the new tricks that happen, I don't always have no matter how intuitive they are, I don't always have a grip on them. I have to really work my way through them. All right, so let's see. In Ascension, in the middle weekend of the 5 major weekends that happen over a 9-month period, part of the conversation is you are called. What is calling you? I want to be very clear when I say be your own visionary. It does not mean that you don't hop on to somebody else's vision, like that's a shared vision. So that can happen. It then becomes a partnership or a collective of people who share a vision of what they believe is possible with however many people there are, that many variations on different ways that vision can actually play out. So if I make it personal, like Zoetic workshops, one person could say, I have a vision of this being in corporations, and somebody else could say, I have a vision of this being in schools, and somebody else will say, I have a vision of this being in with the heads of state and politics, and somebody else will say, I have a vision of this being implemented in the prison population, and you get the idea. So it's a shared vision of like, this is the tool that we want to implement in the world, and I share that with you, but we all have their own takes on where, and so we keep developing more hows. But there is something calling you. And you get to be your own visionary. Nobody else can be a visionary for you. Nobody else can fulfill on what calls you. Even if it's a shared vision, nobody else is going to take up your spot. Your spot's yours. That's it. That is what calls to you. And okay, sorry, I just noticed we have some hellos. Hi, Sherry. Hey, bro. And my twinny. My beautiful twinny. Hi. In the world of this, what calls you, there there are lots of ways that we can have reactions to that. Some people get really inspired. Some people go, No, thank you for letting me know. Hi, Chucky. Um, some people go like 6 feet under. It's like, "Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed." Some people are like, "Whoa, I just need to contract so I can put things together and then I can start working on it." Some people are like gangbusters action right coming out of the gate and they're all kinds of ready to go and have been ready and they were just waiting for this moment and they're just bam, they're connecting and creating whatever they're creating. And I'm seeing all kinds. Some people are just smoothly gliding like I was already headed this way. Now I'm just heading this way with a consciousness. Back in the 1980s, I was involved with Amway. Do you guys remember Amway? It's called something. They split into two groups. So there's still Amway, and then there's I forgot Quick Star or something like that. I don't remember what they're called. Anyway, um, we were asked to, as the business training group that I was in, we were asked to come up with an idea about something, and I ended up sitting down and writing something while writing something out. And I don't remember all of it, but I remember pieces of it, like if if you want to be a teacher, you must be a student. To have friends, it requires you being a friend, things like that. And out of all of it, I had this whole list of things like that. And out of all of it, the woman who was running the meeting said, "So obviously, Liora wants to be a teacher." I was like, "No, I don't." That was just an example. I was really more about the friend piece, or it's like if you want to build a business, because this was Amway, right? If you want to build a business, then you must be the business kind of thing, like be that which you desire to have be manifest. But it means being that first. And so that's what I was saying. And um, so as it turns out, right, I'm a teacher. I sometimes flip back to that in my memory going, how did out of all of this, she called that one piece that I had no intention of doing. I was actually on stage. I was acting in theater at the time. So I was like, teacher's not in here. Um, I sometimes having the whatever calls you can happen the way it did with me. I had somebody who asked me to edit a course that he had inherited from a teacher he had taken from. And I sat down to edit it, and nothing got written from his teacher's course. It just was the beginning, the guidance of, and the writing of the first level course in Zoetic workshops. He just and he became my research assistant. Bless him. And that would, that's how that was. It was amazing. It was incredible. It just sort of flowed. And here we are 23 years later. I can't tell you even then that I felt called. I don't know that I felt called. I just did what came through. I just kind of floated into doing this. And then little by little, more and more and more happened from it. But at this point, yeah, I can honestly own that there's a calling that's been happening all this time for me to be a teacher, for Zoetic to be the venue through which teaching happens for me and for others, like Chuck and Kim, and somebody who will go unnamed because they are out for medical leave. But um, I just really believe at this point that each person is their own visionary, whatever it is, making jewelry, being a cobbler. And the thing is that whatever this calling is, it's not about you per se. It's about the difference that only you can make in the world. Only you. Only you. So if you were called to be a cobbler, I'll stick with that thing that came out of his mouth. Um, it is not that there aren't other shoemakers in town. It's just that maybe they just do it because that's the craft they were trained in and that's what they get to do. In this life, they don't have another skill and they don't want to bother learning another skill. And so they will just go through their days. I have had a cobbler like that, by the way. But I found one actually during the pandemic, and he was a bundle of joy. He loved doing shoes and leather bags and suitcases and belts, and he loves this world of creating and mending with leather. He's so happy. So now he's my cobbler. Of course I switched. But that's how it goes. I feel like not entitled, but deserve that we all deserve to be happy and we all deserve to take our business to people who love what they do. And that can only happen when each of us answers what calls you, making you your own visionary. And Bill says, I've come to understand from experience that being called has a certain feeling. I don't know about that, but okay. I can't accurately describe that feeling, but I know when I'm experiencing it and when I'm not. It's a sort of barometer I can use to test myself. Oh, like you have your feeling. That's the gauge that it is for you. I get that. It's a sort of barometer I can use to test myself, a rightness that goes along with being true to the calling or departing from it. Oh, yeah, I totally get that. So, but different people have different ways of resonating with the universe. So I think the word that comes in here is integrity, because you and I and everybody, we know, I know when I am being true to who I am and who I can be. And I know when I'm not. And that's integrity. And Bill responded, yes, darn it. Yeah, that integrity, the I word. So, like Bill's a shared visionary with Zoetic. Thank goodness. His part, the work that he does with Zoetic is really different than the work I do with Zoetic. But it's all needed. We have a leadership team. There are 16 people or now 15 people on the leadership team. And everybody on the team shares in the vision. Everybody's is different. And what everybody brings to the party is different. But each person is their own visionary. And the thing about that is that you're going to have more than one thing that calls you. Like Linnea's here. It could be Zoetic and jewelry making, for example, or I'm just giving an example. It's not necessarily that, but it can be more than one thing. For a friend of ours, it can be piano lessons and piano playing and writing and continuing to take classes in which she feels she is evolving. For somebody else, it's a calling to have their body be fit. One of my son's girlfriend, her mother goes to the gym twice a day. She works out an hour and a half each time. She works out 3 hours a day in 2 different, split between 2 shifts. And she has a body like a 19-year-old. She's like this gorgeous body, but she's really called to do this. This makes her happy. I'd be happy to get back to the gym 3 times a week. I am not called to work out 3 hours a day, but I am called to be fit. And so there's that piece of it. And I think that we have multiple callings. Being your own visionary means that you will have a lot of things that are possible, and that they, just they pluck your heartstrings. They do. They toast your cookies. And you can't do all of it. None of us can. I can't, for example, I'll just name some of mine. I can't save the rainforest, save the whales, save the oceans, save all the fresh water, stop the fossil fuel digging into our earth, enhance and expand solar and wind energy. Wind energy is a huge deal. Or use geothermal energy that can help dispel heat from the earth. I could keep going. Save the children, end sexual violation of children, save any kind of domestic abuse, elder abuse, spousal abuse, child abuse. I can just keep going and going and going. It could be all of the disasters. We are obviously with climate change, whether you believe in global warming or not, climate change is happening, and the natural disasters are increasing. If I could, I'd be feet on the ground every single place, every single time. Can't do that. So you get to pick and choose. You get to rifle through what it is that calls you, and take on only the pieces that you can take on. And there's a component to this, which is that self-care is required. Because if you take on even one thing that is you being your own visionary, that's enormous, it's huge, it's beyond measure, it's breathtaking. And you will need a lot of support. And it means you're creating you in a whole new way and changing the world while you're at it, literally. So self-care is a big piece of it. You have to take care of yourself. Even if, I'll take this example, somebody who wants to work out twice a day, an hour and a half each time, 3 hours a day working out, babylicious body, and that's what calls her, it's going to require a lot of support to take 3 hours out of your day to do that. So you're going to need a lot of support. And if you live with it as a vision, but you don't do anything to fulfill on what your vision is, oh, that's going to be a huge matter of integrity. It will be really like what Bill said. It's just that you're going to know when you're experiencing. What did you say? How did you say this? Oh, thank you. Thanks. Okay. You'll just know when you are, and you'll know when you aren't. That's really it. You will simply know when you are, and you'll know when you aren't. And when you are you operating within integrity for fulfilling on that vision that you hold as your own visionary? Are you not? And that's both in how you feel in every moment, but also in the projects and the conversations and the empowerments that are around you. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to hope that you all would like to meditate, unless, well, with Chuck and Linnea, if one of you is driving, please don't meditate while you're driving. Okay. And then Sorry, I'm just letting this meditation download a little bit. I think I got this. Hope I got this. And I think before we meditate, I just want to say we have some courses coming up. You can, I have to see where it is. There's a way to go on to our, we have a new website. Ooh, I should tell you, we have a new website. It's just zoeticworkshops.com. It couldn't be simpler, right? zoeticworkshops.com. And you can go to it. You can go to it. It's kind of a fun thing to do that, right? And when you are in there, I think there's a way to identify us. I'm trying to find this email that I was at. When you're on the website, give me just a moment. Sorry. Oh, this was yesterday. I know it was yesterday. There we go. When you're on the website, I don't know exactly what the button is. Bill, you might know. But there's something that you can click just to be in touch with, like just to say hi and be in touch with us. And so I got a message yesterday from this lovely, really sweet man. Oh my goodness, so sweet. And all he said, it will ask you for your email and your phone number. We need that so we can be in touch back with you. That his message was, I look forward to the classes. And he just wanted to register. And so that's it. It's just, we get it through, it's through Squarespace. That's the hosting piece of it for the web page. But I don't know how this is done. I'm trying to look so I can help guide you. Well, it's not intuitive, I'll say that. Okay, well, now I know something that needs to get, here we go. There we go, contact us. There's contact us links kind of all through the website. So if you just click on that, it takes you to a form. It's really simple. It's just your first and last name, your email, your phone number, and a message just to let us know what you're contacting us about. And I think that's it. So, okay. Feel free to do that. And I hope that you do that. I would love to hear from you. Okay, let's meditate. So just breathe in. Taking a deep breath in omnidirectionally, meaning from all directions. Just breathe in. And let that big breath out. And again, a deep, deep, deep breath in, all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Hold that breath. Place anything gunky going on with you into the breath. Drop your tongue and your jaw and just let all of that fall out of you. As you go into this meditation, remember that you are not alone, ever. Even when you isolate, you are not alone, ever. Getting anything done that you want to get done. Okay, now bring a big breath of pure white light in through every direction into the whole of your body, so your whole body is filled with white light. And release that breath. And now bring a deep breath in from everywhere, all directions. And release that breath. And as you breathe in from all directions, be aware that your whole body is lit with pure white light inside. Every single cell, molecule, atom, subatomic particles, down to the tiniest prion, every single bit of you filled with pure white light. And let it all go. Let it just all go. Let it go. All right. As you do this breathing, well, if you haven't already taken your glasses off, please take those off. And as you do this breathing, just let yourself go down further and further into your own consciousness. You will automatically always have yearnings to move outside, to move onward. Again, just feel what you feel. Okay. Going deeper into your own consciousness. Deeper and deeper into the center of you. Notice where in your life you wish people would just drop you off. A rather polite way of kicking you to the curb so that you don't need to fulfill on your own raison d'être, your reason for being here, your reason for life and living. Just notice when. And recognize that is a completely acceptable reaction. Notice how your mind starts to wander rather than just staying focused on this one thing that calls you. Let yourself, inside the privacy of your own being, feel called. Notice where and if you feel special or entitled. Let this calling call to you. Allow that call to happen. Notice the conversations in your head that seem reasonable, that are really excuses for you not being exactly what she said. Just keep bringing yourself back to that you are your own visionary. What calls to you? Find what passes through you as an expression of or a desire for making manifest that which calls to you. Go deeper within your own being. Recognize that the deeper you go within, the more expansive you are without. Allow yourself to be filled with the end result of this calling, this vision. This is not about you implementing step by step what there is to do. This is about you being your own visionary. Hold the vision. There is nothing to be overwhelmed with, for there is nothing for you to do right now at all. Simply hold the vision. Allow that vision to infiltrate the cells of your body. It could be a picture, it could be words like teaching music on the piano. It could be a feeling. It could be words that you hear, either your voice or others' voices. Simply hold the vision and let that vision hold you. Allow yourself to be held and comforted, safe and secure. There is nothing to do, only to be your own visionary. It's not going away. As you hold this vision, allow this vision to hold you. Allow yourself to be held. Inhale a deep breath in from all directions. Recognize the breath itself supports the vision you have, and that vision also has you. And release that breath out through every direction, knowing that vision is still within you. And again, breathing in omnidirectionally from everywhere, feeding a breath of pure white light to the vision that you hold. And exhale, just releasing it all omnidirectionally. Releasing it all. A gift unto the world. Taking it all in, a gift unto you. One that you deserve. Remember, you do not need to know how to fulfill on this. It is enough in this moment simply to have this vision. And gently open your eyes. Gently opening your eyes. I did not bring any tinctures out with me, so ding. I welcome any other comments. Oh, there we go. There's one from Carol. Hi, Carol. Carol says, being Grandma Carol to new baby Maya is my immediate and irresistible calling. I can totally get that. But it does not live separate from teaching music on piano. Allowing music through playing piano. A gift that you give to all those students who have the privilege of being at your side as you teach music through piano. It's a vision. Allow yourself to be your own visionary. And Bill said, I think I'll add some. He's really adding because there are 3Ds to add in what he said. I think I'll add some morning affirmations or affirmations to help stay motivated in pursuing my calling. What is your calling, Bill? If you don't mind making it public, you don't have to. Your calling is oopsie. I suppose that actually referred to the typos, but calling is healing, doing healing work. Beautiful. So yeah, morning affirmation sounds like a great way to do this. We have somebody as part of the Zoetic tribe, Adrian, who talks all the time about self-talk and how important self-talk is. Those affirmations, they program up here, and when you are programmed up here, it just so easily manifests out there. Okay, that is it. I love you. Thank you for joining us today. If you need anything, how you reach me is either calling 443 609. Whoops, 609. That's the wrong phone number. You can write to me through the website, go to the website, zoeticworkshops.com, and click on, reach or communicate or whatever that button was, where you can write to me at info@zoeticworkshops.com. And you can call me, thank you, Bill, at 443 609 1111. Thank you. I love you. I bless you.